it's disappointing, that it doesn't go both ways, or it hasn't gone both ways. But we also can't allow that to consume us, right? Like, we've got to be able to play through that. We've got to be able to control the things that we can control. I felt like at times our late game execution was good, and I consider most of the latter half of the fourth quarter, because it was a tight ball game. We're still not recognizing our mismatches. I felt like AB had plenty of opportunities. We could have gotten her touches down low, and we had some turnovers, key turnovers. We settled at times. We fought, but we can't dig ourselves a hole from the beginning.
Yeah, Caitlin talked a lot about the defense kind of being iffy, especially in the fourth quarter when you guys were up 12 and then Liberty went on a 16-2 run. Just what did you see during the Liberty's run that kind of you can take to fix?
Well, the best transition defense is offensive execution, right? And we had a couple of turnovers and a couple poor shots that led to runouts and led to runs. And I have to do a better job of using my timeout sooner. Oftentimes you get caught in this, it's going to be a tight game. You want to keep them for the end of the game. But I should have used one sooner. And we have to do a better job collectively of understanding that individually we don't have to make the play that stops the run, or the play that turns the tide, the play that starts the run. We've got to continue to do, what allowed us to be successful in the third quarter, and that was ball movement. That was playing 1-second basketball. That was player movement, and making the easy play.
Steph, when watching Caitlin, when she has a little bit of a mini slump for her with three-pointers, are there things you see or even talk to her about it, or you just sort of know she's going to shoot her way out of that?
Well, I think she's going to find her way out of it. Now, we've got to get her easier ones. The ones where she's having to, dribble 5 or 6 times and create a shot. Some of that is play calling. Some of that is recognition and flow. Some of that is angles of our screens. We got to move her around a little bit more. I mean, she plays pretty much above the break all the time. And sometimes that's easy to predetermine how they're going to play certain actions. So we got to move her around a little bit more in different actions. We'll have a couple of days to get some work in practice, and we'll use that as an opportunity to look at some of those things.
Coming out of the timeout there, I think 36 seconds left and the score tied at 88. Were you looking for something moving towards the basket there, or were you happy with Caitlin taking the three?
Yeah, I mean, we were looking for something going to the rim, and, I think we got a switch on the ball screen and probably could have looked for AB. I think collectively this is part of our growth process, is recognizing. We had a lot of mismatches and switches, recognizing it, and then you can't get so hyper-focused on it. It's got to be able to happen naturally, but recognizing it, communicating it, I felt like we missed an opportunity there.
Was there a moment there at the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth, when you're up by 12 points, that you start to feel everything's clicking and we can put these guys away, and you might be up here right now talking about a win?
No, I think the moment was when we were up 12 was more like, hey, we've got to continue to do what got us here. We got to move the ball. We've got to hit singles, not make home run plays. We have a tendency to try to make the home run play all the time, the dagger or the play that gets the momentum going, or, and it doesn't need to be that way. We can make the easy plays. So those were more of the communications, keeping our intensity level, on both ends of the floor. You can't relax. I mean, the margin for error when you're talking about playing championship caliber teams is so small. Digging ourselves a hole early, allowing them to shoot 64%, running into every screen like we were screen magnets. I mean, we can't have that. Not if we want to compete at the highest level. We'll have it sometimes because good offense beats good defense, but we can't have the breakdowns that we had. And then when they're making their runs, taking care of the ball, making sure we give ourselves the opportunity for the best shot on the floor.